Well, hello there. Yeah, I know, still at home. Well, one of the things I was talking about when I was discussing buying a new car was that the different types of electric vehicles, EVs, that you can get that are on the market. You get the first car that I was talking about was the mild hybrid, which is got a very small electric battery, but it does give you all sorts of advantages. You will save a little bit of money, on fuel consumption. The other one I was talking about was a self-charging hybrid, which is a slightly bigger battery than the mild hybrid, and that will save you quite a bit of money. Actually, mine saves me about 20 miles per gallon. I do know that because when I hired, or sorry, when I was given as a courtesy car, the same car that I've got now, which is a self-charging hybrid, they gave me the same version but just a petrol version, and I was getting about 25 miles to the gallon on that car, and then when I got this my other car back, I get about 43 miles to the gallon. So I'm saving about 18, 20 miles per gallon just by having the self-charging hybrid. And then, of course, you get the plug-in hybrid, which has got a huge, great battery, and you do have to plug it in to charge it up. That's the hire car that I've got. And then you've got the full EV. We all know about what the full EVs are. But one of the downsides of having a plug-in hybrid, you might think to yourself, oh, well, that's good. I'll save a lot of money by having a plug-in. Well, first of all, you've got to find a place to charge it. All right? And, of course, when the battery's flat, you've now got to lug around some huge, great battery, reducing your mileage by quite a lot. What they were saying is you might get something like 200 miles on a gallon of petrol if you had your plug-in hybrid fully working. But when the battery dies and no longer gives you any propulsion, your mileage might actually go down to about 15 miles per gallon. So that was one of the reasons that I didn't choose a plug-in hybrid. For starters, the nearest charging station to me is 3 miles into town, and if you spend more than 90 minutes in that particular car park, you get a fine. So you wouldn't be able to give it a full charge. They do say about 3 to 4 hours to charge one of these plug-in hybrids. And the other charging station to me is 12 miles in the other direction. So, yeah, it's not good for charging points. And of course, we've got on-street parking, and there's no way that I'm going to drape a cable across the main road to charge a car. Especially with the people around here, they probably nick it. Anyway, so yeah, that was one of the reasons that I chose the self-charging hybrid, was because there was nothing to do. You didn't do anything. You put petrol in, you drove it, it charged itself up, and you got reduced mileage, which I thought was a fantastic idea. And particularly the way that the government is going down this net zero route for no apparent reason, or it just doesn't add up why the government has chosen to go down this route. They haven't followed any scientific advice whatsoever. They've just gone on what that woman, that child, that Thunberg woman has been going on about, and Al Gore was saying, and neither of them have had scientific advisors advising them, especially Al Gore. There's a scientist that came out and said, while he was studying for his PhD, he was working with Al Gore, and he wasn't being supported by scientific advisors. So anyway, that's one of the reasons why that I chose my particular EV, my self-charging hybrid, was one, it might stave off the government a little bit because it's a self-charging hybrid, and two, to save a bit of money on petrol. My other car was a big guzzler. So yeah, I'm rather happy that I'm getting more than double out of my car than I had before. So yeah. Anyway, let's go and look out the window to see if my replacement hire car will turn up soon. Anyway, catch you later. Bye then.